Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're coming across my video, please don't make it your last. Please, Ejo, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're a returning subscriber, I love you so much. Thank you guys for always coming back to watch my video. You guys, so today I quickly want to make this video because honestly, I'm just entering my third year in the UK, and all I can say is I'm completely exhausted trying to answer these questions every time. Like, my DM on Instagram is filled to the brim. Sometimes I'm scared to open my DM because there's so many messages of people messaging me, asking me questions. I did say in my very first travel video that I'm not a travel agent. I don't know anything about care jobs, but you guys have made me now, and I've picked interest so much in it. I've been putting people through. About 3 of the people that I, let me say, coached has moved to the UK, and when they told me they've moved to the UK, I was so surprised. Like, I didn't know I helped. I mean, because I gave them like the courses they can do, sent them websites that they can apply for jobs. So when I sent it to them, they applied for jobs and they got the job, and they told me that they were moving to the UK. I was really surprised, but that made me happy because at least I was able to help someone. And so far so good. They've not had any problem with their agencies or their job. So today I'm taking it upon myself to explain to you guys some things that you need to know. So some of you, not to be rude, but some of you are desperately looking for this COS, and it's landing so many people in trouble. Like, my DM, like I said, is filled with people complaining that they got a care job, or they asked them to pay so amount of money and they got a COS and the COS is not valid, or the COS is about to expire. Honestly, they either give you 3 years COS or 5 years. So I don't know when you got the COS that is already expiring. And honestly speaking, I don't think you need to pay money to get a COS. You either get a job, they give you a COS, and you come into the country. I don't think that you need to pay someone a certain amount of money for them to process a COS for you. Maybe process your visa, but COS, I don't think so. So today I highlighted some points from the most popular questions that have been asked over the last 3 years, and I'm just going to, try my very best to clear all of them one after the other. So please stay tuned. If this is something you're interested in, which I know it is, please stay tuned and watch the end of this video. Thank you. So the very first thing on my list is to avoid getting scammed by travel agents, or somebody say, oh, I'm going to process Japa for you, come and pay me so amount of money, let me help you, let me just give you like, let's say the 4 easiest ways you can travel to the UK on your own without anybody doing anything, collecting any money from you. Is, I don't know the certification you have, but I know that most of you graduated from secondary school. At least most people graduated from secondary school. Most people went to university. Most people have HND or ND qualifications. It doesn't matter the qualification you have, ND or HND, BSc or secondary school leaver. Listen to this. Okay, the skilled worker visa, you can actually get a skilled worker visa if you do all the courses that I've listed in my first video. If you do all those courses, there's so many of them. They're like care courses that you can do. I listed about 16 of them. I'm going to list them again. If you take all those courses and you have them ready in your hand, for some of them you have to pay maybe like £2, some of them are £1. When you do it, they give you a certification. You hold on to that certificate. It can take you like 3 weeks to do about 25 courses. Once you hold it in your hand, once you hold those courses in your hand, then you log on to trackjob.com, or you log on to Indeed or Total Jobs and start applying for care jobs. For every job you apply to, you submit all the courses that you've done. Make sure they are already present in your CV. Just submit it and pray to God. You definitely get a job if you do it this way. Because some of you are not doing the care courses. That's my problem. Some of you don't have any care qualification you're holding in your hand. So what are they going to look at when they're looking at your CV? That you studied English in school. They don't need your English qualification. They don't need your business qualification unless you're applying for jobs in those areas. If you're applying for jobs in the care sector, you have to have these care qualification courses. Okay? So you can do the care workers can come with the skilled worker visa, which is like the most prominent visa that most people are on in the UK. Another kind of visa is the visiting visa. So some of you have friends and families in the UK. Some of you have like people who are over here already working on their skilled worker visa, or the ones that are students. I'm not saying that this is the best thing to do, but if you really want to travel, one of your friends or family can issue you an invitation letter, and with the invitation letter you can process your visa and come to the UK. If you process your visa and come to the UK, it gives first visit 6 months, the next visit 2 years. So if you take the 6 months that they've given you and come over here, I'm sure, I mean, try not to exhaust the 6 years when you're the 6 months when you're here, because it's gonna be bloody. They'll be like, you're not serious, this one wants to stay. But when you come over here, you see things for yourself. You can go to the care homes and apply for these jobs on your own. You can go to these agencies and drop your CVs on your own. I mean, I'm not saying you should come all the way from Nigeria just to submit CV, but I think that is another way of, if you're attending a friend's graduation in the UK, for instance, it's almost graduation season. If you're attending graduation and then you have access to all these agencies, just go there and submit your application. They'll probably even ask to retain you or ask you to stay back. I don't know. I've never tried that, so I don't know. That is a disclaimer right there, but I think that is also a valid option. Another one will be the spousal visa. I don't know how to explain that, but you guys already know that if you have a husband over here, or if you have a boyfriend in the UK, hold him tight so I can marry you. Hold him tight. Yeah? Is that what I can remember? Spousal visa. It's like visa between husband and wife, or husband is here, bring wife over, or wife is here, bring husband over. If you're married, blah blah blah. I know definitely that most of you are not married, because if you're married, your husband will bring you, so, or if you're married, your wife will bring you. Also, fast track naturalization. It's called fast track for a reason, and this expo I'm about to give you, please don't hold me for it, please. When you download the dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, Afro Dating, Euro Dating, these are all dating apps that allow people to meet people in other countries. Try and meet British men there. Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Swipe right for that white man you're seeing there, and let him marry you and bring it to the UK. It's so many people are doing it on TikTok. Like, there's so many videos of people relocating to go and meet their husband that they met on Tinder, or that they met on Afro Dating and all that. And just like that, relocation don't happen. Nothing concern them with care job or getting a visa, or getting a job, or this, or skilled worker visa. They don't collect spousal visa be that. And I know that might not be the only aim for you to meet someone, but when you like someone and they like you and they want to spend time with you, naturally white men, they want you to come over to them, because ideally they cannot come and meet you in Nigeria, so they will be making plans to bring you over to them. So just like that case has been settled. Because I'm not going to talk further on this case. Don't ask me any question about this particular topic, because I don't know anything about it. Sorry. Thank you. Also, to bear in mind that care workers can no longer bring dependents. That means here as a care worker, you cannot bring any dependents. You cannot bring your husband, you cannot bring your wife. You just come on your own first and start hustling. Later you can sort all those ones out. I'm sure the rules will, because the UK immigration office, they change their relocation rules every now and then. So they can no longer bring dependents, and they have to have a minimum wage of 23,200 if you're being employed by the NHS, or 29,000 pounds. 23,200 for NHS, 29,000 pounds must be your annual salary if you're being employed by an agent. So you have to make sure that whatever they are paying you corresponds with this amount, otherwise they are going to reject your visa. Right. Now another one is master's program. Most of you are sleeping on master's program. Hey, please, by all means, apply for that master's, especially those of you that have BSc or HND. Apply for that master's. Let me tell you how fast it is that if you apply for master's, if you apply for school today, this morning, they'll give you admission in the night. You hear me? So the UK will give you admission like ASAP. All these schools, they will give you admission. So what you can do if you have a BSc already, or if you have HND, is to apply for masters and keep your £5,500 down. That is the minimum deposit for most schools, because over the last 2 years, I've fairly helped a lot of people to process the masters program. 5,500 is the minimum amount you can pay from Nigeria before you come over to the UK and start to pay the rest. Most of the schools, their school fees is cheap, £12,000, £16,000, all that. If you can find that all the money that you are using to go and process other things, or the money, if you join all of them together and they make up £5,500, or if you find someone in the UK who is willing to lend you the money and you apply for masters, you will get admission. All you need to do is just pay the 5,500 as your deposit. You don't Japa be that. You have your admission letter and everything. You don't move be that. So consider masters. I know people will tell you masters is so hard. When students come over here, they're always suffering, blah blah blah. Do it. Share the stuff where you suffer for Nigeria and the one where you, which one better pass? Now you can use your hand to advise yourself. Because there's so many things students can do as they are here. They can do child minding business, they can make hair, like they can, catering, they can cook, they can even do care job. You can even get like a care job directly from here as a student. So many things you can do while you combine it with school. It might be stressful, but it's only for 2 years. Only for 2 years, and you get another job that will give you full-time sponsorship. So really consider coming through masters. Right. Okay. How to spot a fake COS. I actually got this information from the ukgov.com.uk. Anyway, gov.uk is the name of the website. Right. Now, access the COS verification website. Just type cos.com, www.cos.uk.com. That is the COS verification website. Enter your COS number. There's this unique number that they give you when they issue your COS. It's usually at the top part, upper part of your COS, if you already have a COS, or when they send you a COS. The unique number is usually on the top, just right after they finish writing your name and your address and blah blah blah. They will have the COS number there. Enter that COS number that was given to you. Now click on enter and check availability. After entering the number, the site will display information regarding if the COS is valid, or if it was even issued at all. Because I ran somebody's COS check yesterday, and that COS was never issued. Like it did not exist. And they said this for I was so heartbroken. It was not even issued in the first place. They just some idiot just sat down in his room and made up what looks like a COS and asked him to pay money, and he paid a huge amount of money only for him to like block him and not answer his calls anymore. I ran the check for that COS, and that COS was fake. That should not be happening. That should not happen to you or anyone that you know. So go to the COS verification website and enter the COS number and check the validity and availability of that COS. Okay? Thanks. Also, check that the COS match. Check that the COS match your job description. on the COS they'll say, is this immigrant coming with a skilled worker visa, yes or no? Check that they tick yes if you're coming with a skilled worker visa. Okay, and then check that the job title, occupation code, salary and terms comply with regulations. Yes, like the salary code I already told you. If you're coming in under the NHS, 23,200. If you're coming in under agency, 29,000 pounds. So make sure that all these things they're like written on your COS and they are complying with the UK immigration rules at the moment. And then cross-check at the Home Office website to ensure that the job title and salary also align with the skilled worker eligibility occupation code or something like that. All these things are already complicated, but once you check the availability of your COS and it's available, shall leave the rest. That's all I can say. Shall leave the rest. And then so many people are also asking me questions like oh, I have only WAEC, can I apply? Yes, you can apply. You can do the care courses and get a job as a care worker. Most of the care workers here, they don't go to university. When you come here, you can decide to go to uni if you want. So the certification that you have, as long as it's not primary school leaving, I don't know, I can't say much about primary school leaving, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. But as long as you attended secondary school, you have national diploma, you have higher national diploma, or even BSc, you can apply for care jobs and get it. The UK needs these people, the UK needs us to come and fill these job roles. So the earlier you start taking the care courses and actually invest in it, like make it an investment and say, oh, this year I'm going to invest on taking care certification courses. And when you invest in it, like it should not cost you more than £10 or £20 to like gather as many courses as you can. Some are free, some are paid for. Gather as much as you can and then start applying bumper to bumper for this job. Let me hear that you not get a job before the end of this year. Anyways, that is the end of my chit chat with you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from this video. If you did, please leave a comment for me. And if you do have any question, I'm still open to answering some of your questions on Instagram, even though I cannot promise you much because I'm not a travel agent. But I'm still open to answering your questions and giving you information that I know and help you as much as I can. But anything will pass me, I'll let you know. I know they do pass myself. I'll let you know, okay? Now keep trying and keep applying for them jobs, and I'm hoping to hear positive news from you guys before the end of 2025. On that note, I am going to check out. I'll see you guys soon. Toodles!